Months passed since the destruction of the Phantom, and its absence was deeply felt across Earth. The memorial in orbit served as a constant reminder of humanity's achievements, but it also symbolized the fragility of their newfound place among the stars. Rachel Monroe spent her days working tirelessly on new projects, determined to ensure that humanity wouldn't lose the momentum gained from their victory over the Devourer. She collaborated with scientists, engineers, and diplomats, striving to create a future where technology and cooperation went hand in hand. Christopher Blake found himself drawn back to piloting, though nothing could replace the connection he'd had with the Phantom. He became an instructor, teaching young pilots how to handle advanced spacecraft. His students were eager to learn, inspired by stories of his daring missions. Yet Christopher often reminded them that flying wasn't just about skill, it was about responsibility. "A ship is only as good as the person at the controls," he would say. "Never forget why you're out there." Samantha Rivera continued her work designing new ships, pouring all her knowledge into creating vessels capable of exploring deeper reaches of space. Her designs incorporated lessons learned from the Phantom, blending human innovation with alien ingenuity. Though she missed the camaraderie of the old crew, she took pride in knowing her efforts would help future generations reach farther than ever before. Meanwhile, Admiral Gregory Lawson focused on strengthening alliances with alien species. The Irinians and Zorathians remained steadfast partners, offering guidance and resources to aid humanity's growth. Together, they established a coalition aimed at monitoring potential threats to the galaxy. It wasn't easy. Differences in language, culture, and priorities sometimes caused friction, but Rachel and others worked hard to bridge those gaps. Slowly but surely, trust began to form. One day, a message arrived from the Krill, the insectoid species that had once viewed humanity with suspicion. Their commander requested a meeting, claiming they wished to discuss peace. Rachel and Christopher were chosen to represent humanity during the negotiations. As they boarded a newly built vessel for the journey, Rachel couldn't help feeling nervous. The Krill had been enemies not long ago. Could they truly be trusted now? When they arrived at the designated location, a neutral zone near Saturn, the Krill fleet greeted them cautiously. The commander, a towering figure with gleaming exoskeleton armor, addressed Rachel directly. "Your actions have proven your worth," he said through a translator device. "We underestimated you before, but we see now that you are capable of more than destruction. Perhaps we can coexist." Rachel listened carefully, weighing every word. She knew this moment was significant, not just for humanity, but for the entire galaxy. If the Krill were sincere, it could mark the beginning of a new era of cooperation. After hours of discussion, both sides agreed to a tentative alliance, pledging mutual support in the face of shared threats. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. Back on Earth, news of the agreement sparked celebration. For the first time in years, people dared to dream of a peaceful future. Schools revised their curriculums to include lessons on diplomacy alongside science and engineering. Artists created works inspired by the Phantom's legacy, capturing its role in uniting humanity and forging bonds with other species. But Rachel knew better than anyone that challenges still lay ahead. Space was vast and unpredictable, filled with dangers no one could foresee. Still, she refused to let fear dictate humanity's path. Every discovery, every alliance, every step forward brought them closer to proving they belonged among the stars. As she stood beneath the night sky one evening, Rachel thought about how far they had come. From a derelict alien ship to galactic partnerships, humanity had risen to the occasion time and again. The Phantom may have been gone, but its spirit lived on. In the hearts of those who had flown it, in the minds of those designing its successors, and in the hope of a brighter future. Whatever came next, Rachel was ready. Humanity had earned its place among the stars, and she intended to make sure it stayed there.